Hey everybody, Nakul here from SkillsAcademy of English. Well, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button for the future notifications. Today we will understand a lot about tenses. Recently I made a video on tenses under 30 minutes. So if you have not watched, kindly have a look at that video because you will clear entire concepts about tenses, and I promise you today I have got some questions based on tenses. So let's see how many of you can actually excel in this quiz. So in the beginning I'm going to give you 2 minutes to finish the quiz. It's just a small quiz. Try doing it, apply all the concepts of whatever you have knowledge of, and once 2 minutes is done I'm going to come back and give you in-depth analysis of what tense has to be used. Alright, so let me just share my screen. Before we actually run the timer, the exercise is fill in the blanks with appropriate verb tense. It could be present tense, past tense, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future tense, future perfect continuous, future continuous. There could be any. I really hope you have some knowledge towards it. If not, kindly check that video. I have given a small example in the beginning. She dash her teeth every night before sleeping. So answer has to be brushes because you apply the present tense. Present tense is represented to use to talk about facts, to talk about routine. Correct? She brushes her teeth, not she will brush her teeth. No, it's not she brushes has to come. So the first one is the brushes. So the same way, try to do the remaining 10, and let's see how many of you have got 10 out of 10. I'm going to come back very shortly after 2 minutes, give you in-depth understanding of what tense has to be used and why. Alright, I really hope you have finished it. So let me just take you through the answers one by one. I dashed a movie last night, so it's last night. I'll be giving a preference to the time, so it should be a past tense, which is simple past. So answer for the first one is simple. It's I watched a movie last night, which represents the past tense. Very simple one. We will go to the second one. The point is every weekend. She dash tennis every weekend. Like I told you, present tense is used to represent events which happen in a routine way, which are facts. That's where you use the present tense. It's not something that is happening right now. Something that is happening right now is present continuous tense. She is playing. Present tense is something that is a routinely done thing, something that is always a fact. She dash tennis every weekend. Every weekend the schedule is set. Same thing going to be repeated. So it's going to be the present tense. So she plays. Play is wrong. Plays has to be there because subject verb agreement. He eats, she plays. S has to come for a third person singular. Let's take up the next one. They dash to Japan. Next month is the future, so it would be future tense. So it's very simple. They will travel to Japan next month. Any doubts, do leave a comment in the comment section. Dash for the exam at the moment means something that is happening right now, when some event you want to represent which says that event is happening right now. You're going to make use of continuous tenses. It's a present continuous tense, so it's we are studying for the exam at the moment. Simple enough, easy peasy. We will move to the fifth one. He dashed at the company for 5 years. So now for 5 years he worked. He worked as a past tense, but now you are talking about your experience. Whenever you talk about your experience, I have visited London 5 times. I have taught English in the school. When you talk about your experience, always use present perfect tense. Why? Because present perfect tense is an event that happened in the past but has the influence even in the present. Something that in the past happened, transition, even now it has the effect. So it's a transition from the past to the present. That is what experience is. You have, or he has worked. Present perfect tense has to be used. So the answer is he has worked at that company for 5 years. Hope it is clear. Do leave a comment in the comment section if you have any doubts. The children dash in the park when it started raining. Always remember, when there are two events accompanied by the word when and if, usually when, use past continuous tense. I was eating pizza when my friend entered. When, usually when, sometimes past perfect tense also you use children had played. So that is to compare between which event happened first. We went to the movie when the movie had started. We went to the theater when the movie had started. Had started is the event that happened first, and we went later. So that is past perfect tense, but here it will not come. Here they are trying to say the children were playing in the park when it started raining. Children were playing has to come. Remember, were playing in the park when it started raining. The next one, I dashed my grandparents next weekend. You will visit next weekend. Will visit is the correct answer. Easy peasy. Will visit my grandparents next weekend. And then we go to Sarah dashed the cooker while her. So I told you, while, when, there are two events, always try to use the past continuous tense. But here her husband was reading. Here also try to keep the same tense. Don't switch the tense. Usually Sarah was cooking dinner while her husband was reading a book. Sarah was cooking dinner while her husband was reading a book. And the ninth one, the concert dash at 8 p.m. tonight. So this has two answers, by the way. If you consider this as a routine, that it's been scheduled every day, it's scheduled at 8 p.m., then you can say the concert begins. If it is scheduled every day, something like that. Then if it's not a schedule, you don't have prior information, but you know that concert is going to start at 8 p.m. tonight, then you can say will begin. Both are the correct answers depending on the context we're gonna use. Concert will begin at 8 p.m. tonight. Alright, the last one, she dashed for the bus when her friend called. She was waiting for the bus. Like I told you, whenever you have these things, while, when, make use of continuous tense. Easy peasy grammar. She was waiting for the bus when her friend called. I really hope these kind of sessions will helped you understand more about tenses, clarified more of your doubts. You want more videos, something of this sort, do leave a comment saying yes, you need. I make sure I'm gonna come back very shortly. With this, I'm gonna park it here. This is Nakul from Skills Academy of English. Very soon I'll be back. Keep watching our channel. Subscribe if not subscribed for the future notifications. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.